She was an angel all day. Her teacher said it again at pickup. She's just so calm, so easy. You smiled. You felt that quiet pride only a parent understands. Then she saw you, and something shifted. The smile dropped. By the time you reached the car, she was crying about the wrong color cup. By the time you got home, she was on the floor screaming because you breathed in a way she didn't approve of. And you stood there, keys in your hand, wondering the same thing every parent wonders at least once a week. Why is she like this, only with me? You're not imagining it. Calmer everywhere else, sweeter with grandma, polite with the babysitter, a small, well-mannered citizen of the world until you show up. And then, chaos. Most parents take this personally. They shouldn't. Because what's happening in that exact moment, the moment your child sees you and falls apart, is one of the most misunderstood, beautifully scientific things a human being can do. It has a name. Psychologists have studied it for decades. And once you understand it, you'll never feel the same way about a meltdown again. In fact, you might cry the next time it happens, but not for the reason you think. Let's rewind to her morning. She got dressed. She got in the car. She walked into a building full of noise, rules, other kids, transitions, and 100 tiny social calculations a small nervous system has to make every minute. She held it together. She shared the crayon when she didn't want to. She sat still when her body wanted to move. She used her words. She ate food she didn't choose. She followed instructions from a person who isn't you. For 6 hours, she performed, not in a fake way, in a survival way. Because here's something almost no one tells parents. A child's nervous system, especially before age 7, is not designed for that level of self-regulation. It's borrowing the skill, renting it, faking it just well enough to pass. And the entire time, she was waiting. Waiting for the one person whose presence means the performance can finally end. You. There's a phrase researchers use for what happens next. Restraint collapse. It sounds harsh, but it isn't. It's actually one of the most tender things a human nervous system does. When a child holds it together for hours in an environment that demands politeness, focus, and emotional control, all that suppressed feeling doesn't disappear. It pools, it builds, it waits. And the moment they see the person who represents safety, true safety, the kind that doesn't have to be earned, the dam breaks. Not because you did something wrong, because you did something right. Read that again. The meltdown isn't a sign you've failed. It's a sign you've succeeded so completely that your child's body has decided you are the one place in the world where she doesn't have to pretend anymore. That's what's happening when she screams about the cup. It was never about the cup. Now think about the people she behaves perfectly for. The teacher, the grandparent, the babysitter. She loves them. She might even adore them, but she doesn't trust them the way she trusts you, not at the cellular level. With them, there's still a small, invisible performance running in the background. A tiny part of her is still managing the relationship, still on her best behavior. With you, there is no performance. There is only her, raw, unfiltered, exhausted, and finally, home. And home, for a child, doesn't mean a building. It means a person. Picture something. Imagine you spent 8 hours in the most important meeting of your career. You held your face just right. You smiled when you wanted to scream. You agreed when you wanted to disagree. Now imagine you finally walk through your front door, and the very first person you see is the one human on earth who has never, not once, made you feel like you had to earn their love. What's the first thing your body does? It collapses. You exhale a breath you didn't know you were holding. You drop the bag. You drop the act. You might even snap at them about something stupid. Because 8 hours of performance has to go somewhere. That's your child, every single day. Their meeting is called kindergarten. And you? You're the front door. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most parents, in that exact moment, do the opposite of what their child needs. Not because they're bad parents. because they had their own 8 hours. So when the meltdown hits, the instinct is to fix it, stop it, reason with it. "You were fine all day, why are you doing this now?" That sentence, said by millions of parents every evening, is the most misread moment in modern childhood. Because the answer your child can't articulate, the answer their developing brain doesn't have words for, is heartbreakingly simple. "I was fine all day because I was waiting for you." What most parents don't realize is that this exact pattern, the public angel, the private storm, is one of the strongest predictors of secure attachment in early childhood. Children who fall apart only with their primary caregiver and behave beautifully for everyone else are not the difficult ones, they're the connected ones. The child who behaves identically for every adult, who never seems to lose control with mom or dad. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes, that child has learned that even at home, the performance can't stop. That love is conditional on behavior. And that is a much harder thing to undo later. This is where it changes. The fact that your child saves their worst for you is not a punishment. It's a gift. It's a gift wrapped in screaming and snot and unreasonable demands about which spoon is acceptable. But it is, without question, a gift. Because somewhere in that small, developing brain, a decision has been made. This person can handle all of me, even the parts I'm not supposed to show anyone else. You are the safe place. You are the soft landing. You are the one human in their entire universe whose love does not flinch when they are at their worst. That's not a small thing, that's the whole thing. Knowing all of this doesn't make 6 p.m. easier. It doesn't stop the headache when she's screaming because you cut the toast wrong. It doesn't dissolve the guilt when you snap back. So here's the part nobody tells you. You don't have to fix the meltdown. You don't have to stop it. You don't have to win it. You just have to outlast it. Quietly, without becoming the storm yourself. Because the message your child's nervous system is trying to confirm every single time they fall apart in front of you is one simple question. Are you still here when I'm like this? And every time you stay, not perfectly, not patiently, just present, the answer their body files away is yes. 1,000 small yeses, stacked on top of each other, become the foundation of a human being who, 20 years from now, knows how to be loved without performing for it. There's a moment that happens, usually around minute 15 of a meltdown, that almost no parent notices. The storm peaks, and then quietly, the child starts looking for you. Not with their eyes, with their body. A foot reaches toward your leg. A back leans into your chest. A small hand, still angry, finds the edge of your shirt and holds on. That's the moment the dam finishes draining. Their nervous system is literally sinking to yours. Their breathing slowing because yours is slow. Their heart rate dropping because yours is steady. You are not just a witness to that moment. You are the medicine. The child who learns again and again that they can fall apart and still be loved, grows into the adult who can feel sadness without numbing it, anger without exploding, fear without hiding. They grow into someone who knows, in the deepest part of themselves, that being human is allowed, that love doesn't leave when things get loud. You are building that person right now, not in the calm moments, in the loud ones, especially the loud ones. So the next time you walk through the door, and the angel of the classroom transforms into a small, screaming tornado the second she sees your face. Try something. Don't fix it. Don't explain it. Don't apologize for it. Just put your bag down, breathe out. And quietly, in your own head, say the truest sentence in parenting. You held it together all day for them. You don't have to hold it together for me. She won't hear it, but her nervous system will. And one day, 20 years from now, she'll walk through her own front door, into her own home, and exhale a breath she didn't know she was holding. Because you taught her, without ever using the words, that there is one place in the world where she never has to perform. That place was you. That place will always be you. Most parents will never understand why their child saves the worst behavior for them. They'll spend years feeling like they're failing, when in fact they're the only reason their child is succeeding everywhere else. Once you see it this way, you can't unsee it. And honestly, you shouldn't.